You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum.
Welcome to TYT Community. This is the second episode ever. My name is Kimani David. I'm the Young Turks Community Ambassador. And with me today we have Jeff Waldorf and Kevin Wayne.
My name is Jeff Waldorf. I have a blog at another progressive blog. Blogspot.com.
I'm Kevin Wayne. I have also have a blog. It's veritynation.wordpress.com. TYT community member. I'm from Florida.
All right, guys. Good to have you. This past week we had the Democratic National Convention, and if you were paying attention, it was very informative, exciting, fun, but was it factual?
My family's story isn't special. What's special is the America that makes our story possible. Ours is a nation like no other, a place where great journeys can be made in a single generation. No matter who you are or where you come from, the path is always forward. That in our free market economy, some will prosper more than others. What we don't accept is the idea that some folks won't even get a chance. And the thing is, Mitt Romney and the Republican Party are perfectly comfortable with that America. In fact, that's exactly what they're promising us. The Romney-Ryan budget doesn't just cut public education, cut Medicare, cut transportation, and cut job training. It doesn't just pummel the middle class, it dismantles it. It dismantles what generations before have built to ensure that everybody can enter and stay in the middle class. When it comes to getting the middle class back to work, Mitt Romney says no. When it comes to respecting women's rights, Mitt Romney says no. When it comes to letting people love who they love and marry who they want to marry, Mitt Romney says no. When it comes to expanding access to good health care, Mitt Romney Actually, Mitt Romney said yes, and now he says no. With the wisdom of our founders and the values of our families, America prevailed. With each generation going further than the last, America prevailed. And with the opportunity we build today for a shared prosperity tomorrow, America will prevail. It begins with re-electing Barack Obama. It begins with you. It begins now. Que Dios los bendiga. May God bless you.
I thought it was actually a pretty powerful speech. I like where he pointed out where Mitt Romney would cut Medicare, with the Paul Ryan plan, education. I also like how he pointed out how Mitt Romney says no, getting the crowd into it on women's rights, gay marriage, and that little stab at Mitt Romney with the health care in Massachusetts. I thought that was really great.
Well, I mean, obviously, as a progressive, everything he said, is very energizing, and I did appreciate, that portion of it, and his little dig on Romney as well was kind of an important dig to make. I mean, there's a lot of independents out there, and I think maybe he finally spoke to them. Everything he had to say, I think he kind of spoke to that crowd, and not really a lot to the independents. He energized the crowd more than anything, which was necessary.
Right. So Julian Castro mentioned something that was very important for the Obama campaign, and it's kind of their motto this year for this election year. The path is forward. Now, Julian Castro also spent a good portion of his speech advocating for equal opportunity. What do you guys think the differences are between Mitt Romney and Barack Obama in terms of providing equal opportunity for the regular citizen of the United States?
Equal opportunity for the regular citizen of the United States? I mean, I don't really think there's a comparison there, and I think everybody knows it. That begins more of an us against them fight. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I mean, I see some hard battle lines drawing of us against them, and not. I don't even think Romney understands the regular citizens of the United States.
I definitely see the disconnect that Romney has. He doesn't understand the middle class. He doesn't understand the poor. He just like you had pointed out earlier, Kimani, how remember that he had said, "Oh, if you need to start a business or if you want to go to college, you can just borrow money from your parents." Well, I certainly know that I could never borrow money from my parents to go to college. I'm racking up debt, as we speak, in college tuition, and so I don't think he understands how the rest of us live. I don't think he knows what would make things equal because he doesn't see that things are unequal.
Just to make it clear for our audience, equal opportunity does not mean everybody gets to live a life like Mitt Romney. We're not trying to take him down from his life to make everybody else live the same way, but we do want everybody to have the same chance. That is the progressive stance on equal opportunity, which means that if I go to, say, Beverly Hills High School, and you go to Compton High School, we should be able to get into the same colleges, but that's not the case as it stands. Class is a result of largely of where you're born and who you're born to. It doesn't really have much to do with your own work ethic. Now, there's plenty of people that work themselves out of one class and into another, but should that be the case for everybody?
You can't expect people to have to work harder. It is great that they do, and those individuals stand out, and that's a fantastic thing in society. Those individuals help bring people around them up as well. I mean, when you have somebody who rises like that, out of nothing into something, we'll say in those terms, even though they sound derogatory, they bring people around them up as well. That energy tends to spread. But as long as you have the same opportunity, and what you were mentioning about the two different schools, I don't care which one you go to, you should be able to get the same education. The same education should be available to you in this country, whether you're the poorest or the richest person. It doesn't matter. The very same education should be available.
This goes back to Kimani's point once again, is that as progressives, we don't want equal outcome. We want equal opportunity. And that's the thing that a lot of conservatives seem to get wrong. They want us all to. They think that we're going to just spread all the wealth around. That it's going to be some sort of communist whatever, and that's not what we're going for. We just want an equal shot at the American dream, and let the rest be up to us.
Julian Castro brought up a very key phrase, I think, in his speech. Now, Republicans, conservatives might say that progressives want to share the wealth, in a socialistic aspect. Not true. Julian Castro said that we want to share the prosperity. Those are two very different things.
That's a good point.
Yep.
I could leave it at that. That's a very good point.